There was a restaurant in Hamden where we frequently visited. It was called Extapa. We went there so often, we became friendly with the staff and the owner. This was the same place where Luis would eventually meet Cristina.
The day I knew that they were made for each other was when Cristina showed me a picture that came up on her Facebook memories from 10 years ago. The picture was of Cristina and her friends out in New Haven, and she had realized that someone in the background of the photo looked a lot like Luis. After staring at this tiny face in the background for a little while, we figured out that it in fact was Luis. Mind you, the photo was taken years before the couple knew each other.
Luis told me about this blonde date. He was nervous and he wasn't sure about going. And I told him, go and see what happens, dude. It's not a big deal, just go. I waited anxiously for the call back after the dinner that evening. And the first thing Luis said to me was, I just met the girl I'm going to marry.
We talked about how weird and coincidental it was that he was at the right place at the right time, but I truly don't think it was a coincidence. I think that everything happens for a reason, and like that photo, they are truly meant to be.
It is my distinct privilege and pleasure to introduce for the first time in public Mr. and Mrs. Luis Solis. This is a truly an American moment that we're all having together. A family from Ecuador decides to come to the United States. People from Italy decide to come to the United States, and somehow through mutual friends, they meet and fall in love. It's amazing. It could only happen here.
No star can shine like you, and my heart's not the same without you. No matter where you roll, I'll be with open arms you can fall back into.
I look forward to the future you two have together. I am so happy to have you, Luis, as my brother-in-law. And Chris, I couldn't be more excited than I am for you to start this new chapter. Mama and Papa, Yolanda and Vicente, you raised some pretty exceptional kids. Cristina and Luis, now it's time to buy a freaking house and go make some of your own.
Luis, you are an amazing person. You have always held my back. Especially when I told you about Susie and I having our kids, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You always told me that I would be okay. You have no idea what that meant to me and Susie. Everyone here knows that you are an incredible person, but Cristina makes you that much better. Cristina, you have found a great man. But Luis, you have found an even better woman. And I'm honored to be a small part in your big day.
I, Luis, take you, Cristina, to be my wife.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love you and honor you
to love you and honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I, Cristina, take you, Luis, to be my husband.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love you and honor you
to love you and honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I would also like to say a few things in Spanish. Luis, eres como un hermano para mí y estoy bien agradecido que me hayas escogido como tu padrino de esta boda. Gracias, don Vicente y señora Yolita, por confiar en mí y siempre ser parte de mi vida. Les quiero como si que fueran padres para mí.
A miracle of a couple falling in love, a miracle of a couple beginning their life together, a miracle of families gathering together, a miracle of this family. Now watch what I'm doing here. It's very clever, where the sun beats down on you in joy and you form a relationship of whole cloth.